Alright guys, welcome back to this channel. Today I'm going to explain the magical star or magical pentagram, whatever you want to call it, in the Charmers deck that is going to help you beat every single meta deck in existence. So long as you get these 5 cards in your hand. One is Secret Village, the other one is Skill Drain, Unpossessed, Awakening of the Possessed, and a familiar or a charmer. Doesn't really matter. It's in your new competitive Charmers deck. So first thing you want to do is you want to activate Awakening of the Possessed, normal summon Familiar of the Possessed. You can draw a card. If they ash it, who cares? They ashed it. Then you're going to set Unpossessed, set your Skill Drain, and activate your Secret Village. Now, whether it's the first or second turn, it's up to them. When it's their turn, you're going to activate Unpossessed first. You're going to chain Unpossessed first. Then they're going to probably activate one of their monsters' effect. And that's when you chain Skill Drain. You pay the 1,000 and you drain their skill. Now at this point, they are stuck where they're at. Whatever monsters they have, it's going to, let's say they summoned only 1 or 2 monsters. It depends on how many they summoned and how much attack. They're going to attack this. Then you're going to be able to activate Unpossessed and special summon, depending on what they have. If they only had 1 monster, special summon a charmer in face up attack position if you know you're not going to be attacked again. The reason why it's important to do that is because charmer cannot be destroyed by card effect and it cannot be destroyed by battle. And if they're not going to attack, next turn you flip it like this and it's pretty much invincible, and they will not be able to activate any spell cards. And most decks right now rely heavily on their monsters' effects, and they rely on their monsters' effects and spell cards to win them the game. Now they won't be able to activate field cards, any type of spell card, they won't be able to activate it. The only thing they'll be able to do is activate trap cards. Now this deck went against Eldritch, which is basically a trap heavy deck, and it still beat it because it was not able to go through a charmer. And as you go little by little and you start drawing cards, you're slowly building up your resistance, and every turn your monsters are getting stronger and stronger. Now right there you have 3 different attributes, so they all gain 900 attack. This one right here gains an extra 800 attack when it attacks. Or no, wait, if it was a familiar, possessed monster, let's say you draw a familiar card on your next turn. This one's in the graveyard. Now you have 4 attributes, so everyone gains 300 times 4, which is 1200. Everyone gains 1200 attack, so this is at 3050, plus with this card right here, it gains an extra 800 when it attacks a monster. So if you have a monster that's 3500, this is going to be able to destroy it. Now all your familiars are going to be able to be destroyed, but if you blink away your familiars to put up one of these, this actually counts as a charmer And in the text, it also counts as a familiar possess. So it cannot be destroyed by battle. It cannot be destroyed by card effects. Your opponent cannot activate spell cards, and your opponent cannot activate their effects to destroy this monster. So none of these monsters will be able to be destroyed, and as you keep going, you just get stronger and stronger as you pull these cards. Even if you put down a Battle Fader, since it's a dark, you have 4 different attributes. So even though your Battle Fader is at 0 attack, 400 times 3, that's 1200 attack for the Battle Fader. And if you know you're going to attack everyone gains 1200 attack. So these are going to gain 1200, plus an extra 800 when they attack a monster. So by the time you destroy your monsters with these two, you can attack with these two directly, and also this third one. And if you want to, you can use Battle Fader, since it's a dark one, to link summon the Dark Charmer. So now you have 3 of the attributes, and you also have a Dark Charmer, which cannot be destroyed by battle, card effect, and it has a higher attack, giving you basically the entire game, because your opponent is locked out from using their card effects, so they cannot summon, they cannot use spell cards, they cannot destroy these monsters with card effects, and they cannot destroy them by battle. So you just constantly getting stronger and stronger. And see, this is going to add more of power. And as you draw these, it's going to increase all their attacks. And eventually, when you draw your third card, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attributes, and let's say you get Snow back on the field, you now have 5 different attributes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different attributes on the field, and they all gain 300 attack per attribute times 3, so 900 times 5, which is, damn, that's like 4,500 attack. Everyone gains 4,500 attack, and your familiars gain an extra 800 attack. So that would mean that this would gain 4,500, which will make it, let me see, 4,500 plus 1,850 is 6,350 attack, plus another 800 when it attacks a monster, which will bring it up to 7,150 attack for each. 7,150, 7,150, 7,150, 5,000 attack, 5,000, and this is just 6,350 attack. So that is the game right there. You're just building your board, and your opponent cannot do anything. And you'll realize that with skill drain, most of these meta decks are relying heavily on their effect monsters. So all those oppressive meta decks can all be brought down with this magic star or magic pentagram, whatever you want to call it, and 1 skill drain. That was the only missing link that we needed, was skill drain. So hopefully you guys can play this deck and defeat these annoying copy and paste meta decks that everybody hates. Like, I thought about it. I thought about playing Drytron. I thought about playing Eldritch. But I can't play a deck that I don't like. I like Charmers, and this is how I made it work. And sometimes it's successful, and sometimes it's not successful. But it's more successful than it is unsuccessful. So this deck wins more than it loses. It might win 350 times out of 500. But that little bit more than half is what makes it climb the ranks. Slowly but surely. And with a little bit of skill, because I'm not that great at link climbing or doing all these crazy combos, you can probably make this a really epic Charmers deck without taking away the Charmer. Because the Charmer is pretty weak without these 2 cards right here, and without this card, and without this card right here. So hopefully you like this video. You pressed the like button, you shared it, and you subscribe, because I need more subscribers. I have very little bit of subscribers, and I need more of a reason to make more videos. I like the Charmers deck. I also build newer decks, but Charmers, for some reason, I really like this deck. So thank you guys for watching, and look out for other videos that I will be making.